Welcome to the MindShift Movement Podcast, hosted by Alan Johnson. On this podcast, Alan will be sharing with you empowering, effective, and actionable knowledge within the fitness and mindset space to help you, the listener, become the very best version of you physically, mentally, and emotionally. Now, get ready to dive into today's episode.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's podcast with me, your host, Alan Johnson. And today I'm going to be speaking to you guys about knowing your starting point, which is so important for motivation and success with any goal that you're pursuing. So when I have a new client start with me, the first thing we do is to get their before stats. Okay, so their body weight, their measurements such as their chest, hips, waist, thighs and arms, and also some before photos. And these are super important because we have to we look at ourselves each day in the mirror, so it's hard to see the changes if we don't see where we first started. So over the weeks, over the months, you start to see the differences once you start to put the photos together. So I'm quite strict with my photos. I like them to be full body, including the head. Don't chop that off. Good lighting. So you don't want to be in a dark room. We want to be wearing as less clothes as possible. So i.e. shorts and a vest, something like that. And we want to be doing front, side and back photos as well. Just so we're very clear on the starting point. And then over the weeks and months, then you can start to see the improvements. And the thing with this, method is a lot of clients, when they first start with me, they don't feel overjoyed doing this task. But when I explain to them the benefits, most of them, see the benefits in doing it and they're more than happy to do it. There's still some that still feel a little bit uneasy about doing it. But I tell you now, once they've done it and they start to see the results, they know exactly the reason why they've done it and they thank me every single time. So if this sounds like yourself and you feel uncomfortable doing those stats, there's probably even more reason that you should be doing them, because you need to know your starting point so then you know when you are making progress. Because if you're not making progress, that's no problem at all. You just change your approach. You start improving on something to create the results that you want. Okay, so it's really important to get this starting point, and then you can start to feel and see the progress. Okay, so the thing with me as a coach and trainer, I don't have a massive focus on weight loss. Okay, so of course, if you've got someone that's, obese, quite a large frame, and they've got a lot of body fat to lose, then yes, of course, it's good to track that weight and see it coming down each week and each month. That's really cool. But if you've got someone that hasn't got loads of body fat to lose, okay, what usually happens is that they're going to gain a bit of lean muscle with doing a bit of weight training and a bit of high intensity training. They're going to be gaining lean muscle, right? So they're potentially going to gain some weight. And then at the same time, because they have more muscle within their body, they're going to be burning more calories naturally on a daily basis, which is great, because then they're going to start attacking the body fat. So with your slimmer build kind of people, with the weight, if anything, they might even gain a little bit of weight, but they're going to be dropping the body fat, which is their goal. Okay, so the focus needs to be on the photos, on how you feel, and also the measurements are really crucial as well, because it's great to see those going down. So the thing with the people that don't take the starting point, and I see it all the time, is they're just going to give up. If they don't see the consistent progress coming, there's going to become a time where they just want to give up, because they're not seeing progress, they're not seeing improvement. And that's with anything within our lives, really, isn't it? Like with your work, your business, your relationships, your education, if you're not seeing some kind of measure of improvement, there is going to become a time where you think, "Do you know what is the point in doing this?" And that's why we need to drill down and get the starting point in place. Okay, so another really great tool that I use with more the mindset coaching clients that I have is the Wheel of Life. Okay, so similar to taking the body stats for the fitness coaching clients, this is more about lifestyle. So aspects of your life such as your career, your finance, family life, your health, fun, friends, personal development, and like your spiritual life as well. So if you haven't already, just jot those down if you can. If you're driving, then of course just pull over when you can, or when you get to work or wherever you're going, and just write down those key areas of your life. And then what I want you to do is just score yourself today out of 10. Okay, so I'll just repeat them if you didn't get them already. So you got career, finance, family, health, fun, friends, personal development, and spiritual. Okay, so score yourself right now out of 10. Be really, really honest, okay? Because what we're going to do is take those scores and then basically we're going to work towards improving them. Okay, and the way we can do this, so say for example, with your friends, right? You're scoring yourself right now only maybe 4 out of 10. Okay, so what we do is you're aware that you're currently scoring yourself just a 4 out of 10. So what can you do to make that a 5, a 6, a 7, or an 8, or even get to 10? What actions can you do? Would it be maybe on a weekly basis that you maybe you do some calls or some messages? Maybe you start committing to meeting them once or twice a week for a coffee or a meal out, or going to the cinema. Whatever actions you can take to be able to increase that number. So maybe with your spiritual life, maybe you're scoring quite low with that at the moment, and maybe you want to start doing some more meditation. Maybe you want to start doing some more yoga. Maybe you want to just start getting around those kind of people more. Maybe you could join some new Facebook groups. Whatever it is to start increasing that number. If you're aware of where you are right now, you can then start putting some actions in place to be able to increase that number. And also what you can do is just give yourself a bit of a time scale as well. Okay, so you write the actions down, how you're going to actually improve on that area of your life, and then give yourself a bit of a time scale, whether that's 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, just to check in with yourself and see how your progress is going. Okay, so that episode was around your starting point. Just to summarize, okay, I know it's uneasy at first, but just making sure that if it is a fitness or health goal you've got, getting your before photos, your measurements, and your body weight, so then you can track these aspects over time. Okay, seeing and feeling the progress is so important for your success. Honestly, guys, just get it done. Focusing on the inch loss and the visual changes and how you feel is far more important than that number on the scales. Okay, that's so important. You can use the Wheel of Life like I shared with you. So scoring yourself out of 10 for your career, finance, family, health, fun, friends, personal development, and spiritual life. Scoring yourself out of 10. Which areas would you like to improve? Give yourself a time scale, and then set yourself some clear actions to be able to improve those areas of your life. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next episode.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the MindShift Movement Podcast. If you'd like to support the show, please subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, or Google Play. Share this episode with someone you feel would benefit from the content. And please leave a 5-star review wherever you download your podcasts. You can also contact Alan at ajfitmindcoaching@gmail.com or on Facebook at AJ Fitness and Mindset Coaching and on Instagram at Alan_Johnson_coaching. We'll catch you on the next episode.